Ji-hoon was busy taking photos at each other's funeral using his mobile, but in the very next second, he accidentally drops his mobile straight into the mouth of a big frog. Without thinking, he puts his hand into the frog's mouth and starts searching for something inside. Bro, sorry, my phone fell. I'm just taking it out. But he had no idea that inside that frog costume, there is a girl. The girl reacts with a jolt. Are you blind or what? What were you touching? Everyone's eyes fall on both of them. Ji-hoon also gets shocked. He then realizes that the soft thing he was feeling in his hands was something else entirely. And it becomes the most awkward when a vibration comes from the girl's chest. Mom, just hold on a sec on the phone. Ji-hoon, in an awkward position, takes his ear near the girl's chest to hear the phone sound. On the other side, his mom keeps speaking. I'm saying it again, no matter who is in front of you, you should always be polite. Smile, talk to people. Ji-hoon stays silent, but his mom says everything so loudly on the phone that everyone can hear it. He feels like he made a mistake by coming there. After a while, the girl takes out a phone from the frog suit and starts walking away without saying anything. But that girl doesn't like this kind of behavior. Didn't your mom teach you any manners? Sorry, just sorry, and smile. Warmth? The girl said sarcastically. Mommy's boy. She slapped his shoulder hard and walked away. On a normal day, Ji-hoon would have reacted, but he figured he'd never see her again, so he let it go. However, as he was heading home, he ran into her again. This time, she was fixing her bike on the roadside. Ji-hoon tried to hide, but his mom spotted her and loudly shouted, "Give her a lift!" Now, both of them were sitting in the same car, and Ji-hoon's mom, who was always in matchmaking mode, started up again. Son, at least introduce her. The girl spoke up herself. Auntie, my name is Ma Xiaoyuan. After that, Ji-hoon forced himself to say, Hi, my name is Wei Yi-hang. If you want, you can check out my brain tumor scan. But Ma Xiaoyuan wasn't fazed. Casually, she replied, So what? I've been looking at scans since I was 5. Yi-hang was stunned. As they got out of the car, the girl teased. First time seeing someone try to look cool by showing off their scan. But thanks, Auntie. Bye, Mom. She put the frog head back on and walked away stylishly. The car was left with only Yi-hang's mom laughing and Yi-hang's embarrassment. That night, a message popped up in the patient group chat. When Yi-hang checked, it was from Ma Xiaoyuan. He didn't like it at first, but when he saw her media ID, go as far away as possible, his curiosity grew. Her account was filled with her personal life, selfies, and cute moments. Seeing this made Yi-hang feel a little conflicted. Then her live stream window opened. Tomato sauce, soda water, and most importantly, Baihua snake grass water. This is my friend Chin's breakup potion. She said, this is the taste of heartbreak. Hearing this made Yi-hang's head spin. Just then, his mom entered his room without knocking, and Yi-hang panicked, slamming his laptop shut. My bad, I forgot to knock. Mom, it wasn't what you thought. It was just a children's performance. She didn't understand. Back in his room, he saw Ma Xiaoyuan had ended the live, but before leaving, she invited everyone to the next day's patient support group meeting. Yi-hang claimed he wasn't interested, but quietly he hit the follow button. Then, realizing it was too obvious, he switched to quiet follow mode. The next morning, Yi-hang woke up early, something unusual for him. Yao Wu, the admin of his cancer group and owner of a wig shop, was surprised and arranged the best seat for him. But Yi-hang didn't like Xiao Wu at all. Ever since his brain tumor was detected and he dropped out of school, he had no friends left. Xiao Wu visited his house every other day, hoping to be his friend. But Yi-hang knew Xiao Wu was his parents' spy. Ma Xiaoyuan was there too, and Yi-hang secretly wanted to see her. The meeting featured a guru who called patients on stage for motivational speeches, calligraphy, and if you paid 100 won, a signed autobiography. Yi-hang was irritated. Then the guru called his name. Everyone clapped. Yi-hang went on stage and bluntly said, You're all wasting your treatment money on this fraud. If encouragement could cure cancer, I'd be the first to volunteer. But he didn't realize these people had come willingly. Still, Yi-hang kept going, shattering their pain relief illusions in front of everyone. Xiao Wu tried to pull him off stage, but Yi-hang was stubborn. He took off his shirt in front of everyone. When Ma Xiaoyuan said that wasn't enough, he took off his jeans too, leaving only his cartoon print boxers. Finally, Ma Xiaoyuan turned away awkwardly. Yi-hang stormed off stage in anger. That night, he fought with his parents about why he was angry. The next day, Ma Xiaoyuan called. Yi-hang said he wouldn't listen, but quietly he did. Ma Xiaoyuan told him his speech had caught a director's attention. Someone making a documentary on cancer patients wanted to interview him. Yi-hang refused at first, but then quietly read the message. He was the type to say no, but mean yes. Checking that his mom wasn't looking, he accepted Ma Xiaoyuan's friend request and secretly started stalking her. Ji-hoon was still staring at Ma Xiaoyuan's profile pic, lost in thought. The next day, during the documentary shoot, Ji-hoon prepared carefully, dressed neatly, spoke positively, as if the explosive Ji-hoon from yesterday was someone else. On camera, he looked like the perfect spokesperson. But soon, the director yelled, Cut! Ma Xiaoyuan casually told him to just repeat what he'd said at the sharing session. Ji-hoon realized they were using him as a negative example. He decided to walk out, but Ma Xiaoyuan was prepared. She'd guessed he'd be upset, so she pulled out a toy from her bag, inspired by Ji-hoon's cartoon underwear. Ji-hoon felt like he'd been turned into a joke. He ran to the kitchen, grabbing yogurt, ketchup, garlic paste, and vinegar, mixing a disgusting drink. When Ma Xiaoyuan challenged him, Ji-hoon hesitated but felt a strange excitement creeping onto his face. face. The most emotional moment came when Ma Xiaoyuan hid, leaving only a still back view as she walked away. Ji-hoon understood. She always won. That night, Ma Xiaoyuan messaged him to watch her live stream. When he joined, he saw her making the same disgusting drink he had, ingredient by ingredient. She drank it all on camera. Ji-hoon felt nauseous just watching. He quickly typed, "Don't get food poisoning," but before sending, Ma Xiaoyuan replied. He played it cool, sending a tsundere-like message, but couldn't hide his smile. The next day, Ji-hoon went to the address Ma Xiaoyuan gave him, a repair shop, but everyone there was frozen. No one moved or spoke. Water bottle, "You moved, not me." Turns out they'd stopped repairs to play a kid's game. When Ma Xiaoyuan entered, everything returned to normal. Her dad, Lao Ma, even stopped smoking to maintain discipline. Lao Ma took Ji-hoon to the office for a test. Ji-hoon nervously sat on the sofa like he was meeting a girl's dad for the first time. When Lao Ma wrote on a poster, Ji-hoon happily took it. Father and daughter are both weird, Ji-hoon thought. Later, he went to Ma Xiaoyuan's room upstairs, cluttered with no clear space. Eventually, he sat on her bed. The feeling of being in a girl's room for the first time made him awkward. Their health histories overlapped. Both diagnosed with brain illnesses young, both needing regular checkups. But their attitudes toward life were completely different. As Ma Xiaoyuan changed clothes behind a screen, Ji-hoon's attention drifted. When she was ready, they rode off on an old electric scooter. The sunlight was perfect, filtering through tree shadows and wires onto their faces. When Ma Xiaoyuan's hair fluttered in the wind, its scent touched Ji-hoon's heart. They stopped at a roadside barbecue spot. Ma Xiaoyuan ate kebabs in big bites, while Ji-hoon scraped off burnt bits. She teased him, opening a cold drink with a straw for him. Her tomboy mode made him even more awkward. After eating, Ma Xiaoyuan drove them to a secret rooftop spot, her and her dad's hangout. A wildlife zoo was visible from there. She had no memories of her mom, who died of cancer long ago. 30% of cancers are hereditary, she said. Compared to her, Ji-hoon was lucky. Ji-hoon shivered but smiled. "I'm a little cold." But his smile stayed because he was spending time with Ma Xiaoyuan. They played an animal sounds game. Ma Xiaoyuan did a funny nose trick. Ji-hoon tried but failed. She joked that some people spoke multiple languages after brain surgery, but hers only activated stupid tricks. Ji-hoon turned serious. "After my surgery, I often dream of a lake. A girl stands in the middle, but her face is never visible because of the sun." Ma Xiaoyuan said, "Maybe that's not your future. Maybe it's a parallel world. There, Ji-hoon is healthy, goes to school, graduates, becomes an adventurer. But in reality, Ji-hoon was weak, demotivated, never did well in school, never won awards, never had small joys." Late at night, as they headed back, Ji-hoon hesitantly said, "Next time, I'll treat you." Ma Xiaoyuan understood his intentions. Up on the balcony, their parents watched. When she agreed, Ji-hoon happily kicked a road pebble. He didn't know his parents had seen everything. Their laughter gave him away. But remembering the day's events, he smiled and rushed to his room. Ma Xiaoyuan had brought color to his dull life. Maybe smiling wasn't as hard as he'd thought. At dinner, his mom always listed the top 10 anti-cancer vegetables. His dad stuck the list on the fridge, but now Ji-hoon was so excited he'd run off at a message. His dad quietly slipped him 10 yuan. That day, Ma Xiaoyuan introduced him to an outdoor explorer, someone she'd messaged dozens of times to meet. She admired the explorer's heroic deeds, but for Ji-hoon, it triggered insecurity. He took every word as a personal jab, like each line was meant to belittle him. When Ma Xiaoyuan casually praised the explorer's physique, Ji-hoon snapped. He tried lifting a barbell to prove himself, but his thin arms couldn't budge it. The awkward moment made the meetup uncomfortable. What was supposed to be fun turned sour. Ji-hoon felt Ma Xiaoyuan had set him up for humiliation. He spiraled into paranoia and depression. That evening, his mom handed him money, and he rushed out. Ma Xiaoyuan had a new plan. "Even if we can't leave the city, we can try new things." Inspired by the explorer's journal, she planned a high-fake adventure trip. First stop, Simbai Beach, near Nanfei Road. The journal described it as beautiful at night, salty breeze, seagulls, waves crashing on rocks. But one line twisted the mood. "While you enjoy this, remember, you're sharing this beach with a white shark." Kids found it fun. Adults wondered if it was safe. Simbai Beach smelled like a vegetable market. Ma Xiaoyuan joked, "South Pole seafood is deep frozen. Dead Sea has chicken embryos. Sahara Desert smells like a bathroom. Even Mars' blue sun needs a mask." But between the weird jokes, they were happy. The location didn't matter. Who you were with did. Holding hands made even cancer less scary. Ma Xiaoyuan took him to her favorite breakfast spot. A photo on the wall showed the same lake from Ji-hoon's dreams. Then his body trembled and he collapsed. Just as life brightened, his brain tumor reactivated. Doctors said, "We can't be sure yet," but Ji-hoon knew he couldn't wait. He asked his mom for 10,000 yuan to hike to the lake. A roadside beggar knocked aggressively on their car window. "Is your son sick?" "No?" "Then your hands and legs work, right? Why don't you work?" His mom resisted, but finally handed over her biggest bill. Ji-hoon could do nothing. Life kept reminding him his illness was all he had. No respect, no hope. Later, at his grandma's birthday, the family gathered, but Ji-hoon showed no joy. He ignored Ma Xiaoyuan's calls. In the bathroom, he saw his dad sneak stomach oil from his pocket. Relatives urged his dad to get checked, but with Ji-hoon's treatment costs, he kept postponing it. Grandma said, "Don't worry, child. We'll sell the house. I'll live in an old age home." home, but others argued, this isn't your house, it was Grandpa's. Others have a claim too. Finally, they decided, sell everything, but Jihoon's treatment comes first. Jihoon had no words, just a deep bow, held for a long time. Later, Ma Xiaoyuan visited, but Jihoon was rude. I know I'm mental, but why do you always control others? Are you mental too? Let's both finish treatment first, then talk. Ma Xiaoyuan left without a word. Jihoon had pushed her away. Patient group meetings continued, but Ma Xiaoyuan was absent. Xiao Wu understood. Then he revealed a secret. I never had cancer. My partner did. I settled here for her, opened the wig shop, started the group. Her positivity spread, but she's gone now. Life's an adventure. Sick or not, you need courage. You can't live in sadness forever. Jihoon couldn't shake these words. That night, he checked his phone. Ma Xiaoyuan had blocked him. Guilt consumed him. He sneaked out, wanting to see her, but hesitation struck. Then he saw the barbecue spot. For courage, he drank a full glass of alcohol in one go. His first time. The 19-year-old staggered down the street, then heavy rain poured. He knocked loudly on the repair shop door. Ma Xiaoyuan answered immediately. Realizing he was drunk, she tried to pull him in, but Jihoon jerked away. Why'd you block me? You said we'd meet after treatment. My treatment won't happen. Wait, let me speak first. Ma Xiaoyuan, I walk on the sidewalk's edge, sit at the back of the bus, hide in restaurant corners. I don't want contact. Because if I love someone and die tomorrow, I won't be able to let go. But then you came into my life. Jihoon poured his heart out. Every morning, I wake up thinking, when will I see you? At night, I replay our voice messages to sleep. I've memorized every selfie like a rubber stamp. I remember everything you say, like a taximeter. Then one day, I felt I'd forgotten something important, and my health worsened. I realized I'm sick. He felt fate reminded him. Someone who could die anytime had no right to love. Every time life brightened, darkness dragged him back. Does God favor anyone? Ma Xiaoyuan asked. Jihoon said, has he ever? A grandma once bragged about her grandson until he was kidnapped. She spent 3 years searching, putting up posters in the rain. A delivery boy, deaf and mute since birth, used recorded audio to communicate. People complained, some even hit him. The truth, God favors no one, but people keep fighting. With Ma Xiaoyuan, Jihoon's face softened. I learned this, and this, and this. His innocence made her laugh. She hugged him tightly. His drunkenness faded. He hesitated but hugged back. In the rain, they stood embraced. But for Lao Ma, this was explosive. 2 cancer patients in love was risky territory. Then Jihoon's parents arrived. Tension spiked. Teacher Liang Xiaoji, caught in the crossfire, said, I'm not against relationships, but could you discuss this indoors? Did you drink? Next time, just tell us. Next time? What next time? Parents scolded each other, thanked the teacher, offered cigarettes. Go, both of you. Think about what you've done. Awkwardness aside, hidden smiles showed their happiness. For the first time, both families sat together. Later, Ma Xiaoyuan drew on Jihoon's hand with a marker. What are you drawing? A little red flower. Your life's first surprise award. Jihoon, who'd never gotten a red star even in kindergarten, felt his first victory. The next morning, Ma Xiaoyuan called. She'd found the lake's real location, Qinghai. Now we can plan the trip, but Jihoon wasn't happy. He knew his family couldn't afford it. Ma Xiaoyuan proposed a new plan, an online handmade gift shop, selling her toys and his dad's wooden sculptures. Then Jihoon saw his dad on the road, working cab shifts on weekends instead of resting, coming home late, sneaking in with white gloves and slippers so his mom wouldn't wake. Company meeting. His dad said, he hadn't eaten dinner. I'll make noodles. I won't eat. Eat? I'll make more. I just ate. Not hungry. I'll get pickles. When Jihoon finally said, fine, give them, he understood. Sometimes love was an extra bowl of noodles, a lie no one wanted to break. But the shop's earnings were slow, so Jihoon applied for an experimental drug trial under a fake name for mentally fit patients with chemo side effects. He pretended it was for an online friend, but his parents suspected. His dad left the trial drug sample on his table. You can't experiment on yourself. You're not just yours, you're all of ours. Dad, since I got sick, nothing's been normal. Your jobs are suffering, your phone's broken, mom fights to save money. Grandma's ready to sell her house just to save me. I don't want you suffering to save me. I feel like a burden. I'm not thankful. I feel guilty. If this is life, I want to run away. His dad stayed silent. Jihoon left. He realized cancer wasn't just his. It was breaking his family. Their emotions, patience, savings, all bent under its weight. Jihoon stayed at Xiao Wu's wig shop. He'd blamed Xiao Wu for interfering, making his life hard, but he didn't know his parents had begged the support group to accept him. Xiao Wu, who'd lost his partner to cancer, understood the pain. When Jihoon saw his dad waiting below, he dropped his ego. His dad had brought a full bag of medicines. His trembling hands unpacked each strip. Sometimes silence was the deepest love. Jihoon's dad calmly said, you know I can't even hear the word death. Then he pulled out an old phone and a bundle of cash, 10,000 yuan, earned from ride-hailing. Enough for the trip, but Jihoon no longer wanted to go. His only wish now was for his dad to spend it on a health check. His dad said, kids your age should explore, but added, the doctor will decide when. For Jihoon, this trip was a promise. To Ma Xiaoyuan, to his parents, to himself to try to heal. On the train, the world outside passed by. A flock of colorful sheep brightened the journey like a rainbow. Was the girl by the lake me? Ma Xiaoyuan asked. Yes, Jihoon said. If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have known where that lake was. Now you can take someone else, Ma Xiaoyuan said. I'm tired. I'll sleep. Morning brought a somber mood. Jihoon woke to find Ma Xiaoyuan gone. He panicked, searching, but she was there. Just a nightmare. nightmare. But in this dreamlike journey, a point came where Ma Xiaoyuan's vision blurred. She collapsed just as everything felt perfect. The train stopped at an unknown station. Their Qinghai trip ended there. Lao Ma, once funny and stubborn, became a tired, grieving father overnight. What next? No one knew, but Ji-hoon, usually hopeless, looked the most hopeful. He encouraged Ma Xiaoyuan, "Have some confidence like when you scold me." But Ma Xiaoyuan only said, "I'm tired. I'm shaving my head in 2 days. I won't be pretty anymore." Ji-hoon, who'd always kept his distance, now asked about her health. Her latest report was already serious. She'd hidden it just for this trip. His throat tightened, but before he could speak, family rushed in, calling doctors. "Doctor, my mom's new scan. Please check. Why the hurry? You dying?" In the chaos, Ma Xiaoyuan gave Ji-hoon a hard drive. All her photos since childhood. "If I'm gone, print these to remember." His mom shared how fearful Ji-hoon was as a kid, scared of lipstick-wearing aunties, dark corridors, even cotton threads. "I used to fear many things. Darkness, cold, insects. But when you were born, all fears vanished, or maybe grew. What do you fear now? You leavin' that fear?" She cried. Ji-hoon wiped her tears. "I thought I'd die first," he said. "But now I see losing someone is scarier. What will you two do without me?" His mom couldn't answer. She left the room. At the next support group meeting, roles reversed. Ma Xiaoyuan refused to see Ji-hoon. Her will to live seemed gone. Xiao Wu revealed his wife, the group's origin, had never openly shared but committed suicide in the basement. "I was a fool," Xiao Wu said. "I forgot her reports in my business rush by the time I realized it was too late." He'd run the group ever since. Not for others, but his guilt. "No matter how optimistic you are, sometimes everyone tires." He told Ji-hoon, "Spend more time with Ma Xiaoyuan now, or you'll regret it forever." This meeting was the group's farewell dinner. Xiao Wu was tired. He'd returned to his village to care for his elderly parents. For the last time, they chanted against cancer. "We won't lose." Ji-hoon didn't know if they'd win, but he stared at Xiao Wu's wallet photo of his wife. Then he joined the loudest shout for Ma Xiaoyuan, for himself. On the way back, he saw an old man leaving the hospital alone. No little girl with him. The man sat on a bench. A delivery guy arrived. "Sir, your order. Red braised beef rice." "I didn't order." Note says, "Delivered a bench outside Juling Hospital." "Your daughter must have sent it." The old man shook. He ate. The rice tasted salty. Tears. "It's hot. Want to share?" "No, you eat. You never eat." "How'd she know?" "Just eat. We'll go to your favorite place after the scan." That night, Ji-hoon got a video message. His mom couldn't answer his question face to face, so she recorded it. "At 10 a.m., your dad made breakfast. I made cold coffee for my sister. We watched a movie. Your dad hid during scary scenes. I realized you're just like him. Now I read cancer books in my free time. At 3 p.m., we joined the group's mental health class. Your dad ignores me in dance class, finding new partners. If you were here, you'd dance with me. We visit trendy cafes where spicy food's too much for him. I think if you were here, you'd scold me." The video ended on them crossing a zebra crossing, a normal middle-aged couple. In life, you lose something. Everyone fears some loss, but the best revenge, living every second fully. Your dad and I had to learn that. Now, you and Xiao Yuan must too. Ji-hoon realized, even if he died, his parents would never forget Ma Xiaoyuan, not until they returned to dust. Finally, Ji-hoon understood life. He looked at Ma Xiaoyuan's photo and made a bold decision, shaving his head. Not just solidarity, but an emotional bridge. Ma Xiaoyuan, who'd ignored his calls, finally answered. On camera, Ji-hoon recreated their breakup water, weird drinks, kebab memories, each moment a connection. "What if we settle here?" he said. "I'm ready. If you say yes, you'll be mine forever." Ma Xiaoyuan drew his picture. Magically, the paper boy stood before her. Ji-hoon brought a sleeping bag and clothes. His plan now, to stay with her every moment. Ma Xiaoyuan wanted to be the lakeside girl from Ji-hoon's dreams, but the truth was, that girl wasn't her. In Ji-hoon's future, Ma Xiaoyuan wasn't written, but for Ji-hoon, she was his future. Together, they'd traveled, school, graduation, marriage, kids, dancing in old age. "You lie," Ma Xiaoyuan said. "All our silly moments felt so good. Adults think it's silly, but kids just wonder, can it be real? Tonight, I'll show you the whole world. What if we're separated?" Ji-hoon took a pen, drawing on her hand. "If we're ever lost, just raise your hand. I'll find you in the crowd and return to you." With Ji-hoon, Ma Xiaoyuan slowly opened up, going out, walking more. Things felt normal again. One night, they lay on abandoned railway tracks. Ma Xiaoyuan said, "They say when dying, you see a bright light, maybe like surgery lights." "I don't know, and I don't want to," Ji-hoon said. "Can I ask something?" "Go ahead. Do you believe in parallel universes? There's a heart there too. There's a me and a you." "Okay, then don't talk to that Ma Xiaoyuan, got it? Seriously, just listen." The time came when Ma Xiaoyuan vanished from Ji-hoon's life. Even the lake dreams stopped. Lao Ma left the city. A year passed. Ji-hoon went to school, had regular checkups, no relapse. When classmates invited him to summer camp, he refused. He already had a destination. Wearing the same clothes from the lake trip, he sat in a pickup truck's back seat. Mountains, wind, footsteps, everything like his dreams. Then, by the lake, the girl appeared. Her voice called Wei Yihang. Was it her? Maybe not. Maybe she called someone else. Or him. Ji-hoon's doubt cleared. Ma Xiaoyuan was right. Parallel worlds existed. His dream wasn't his future. It was another reality. There, no one was sick. His parents had a healthy son. Ma Xiaoyuan's mom was alive. Lao Ma enjoyed life with his daughter. There, they lived happily. No cancer groups, no guilt. Xiao Wu practiced rap daily. His love brought him cooling soup, and Ji-hoon and Ma Xiaoyuan, they ran together through time, never tiring, never stopping. Speaking little, laughing much, they lived, free, barefaced, in love, never apart, never pausing. Their meeting was like two matchsticks striking, one last light, igniting the future. Ji-hoon knew it might be an illusion, yet he touched it in Qinghai's ashes. Life was like a salty lake, stars beneath its surface, sour, stinging, but when light hit, salt crystals sparkled like diamonds. What chemotherapy broke, it also rebuilt. The unspoken forever became eternal truth. In that parallel world, another boy walked with another Ma Xiaoyuan by that lake toward another light, a version where no one lost anything. And with this beautiful scene, the series ends.